you know, said hello, and then even asked me how my tank was doing, and you know, we kind of chit-chatted back and forth, you know, and that's pretty cool, and that makes you a loyal customer. I mean, granted, sometimes the prices may not be the best on certain things when it comes to your LFS versus your chain store, so you kind of balance the best of both worlds. Um, so I mean, I'll spend a little bit more for that type of customer interaction because that goes a long way with me, coming from a very customer driven company that I worked for years ago, where you know we were tasked with delivering um, world class customer service to our end users. So you know that goes a long way with me, and it definitely makes a big. Yeah, what's up, Rob? Can you hear me? I'm playing around with OBS trying to see if I could work out the bugs. Now you can probably hear me. Hanging in there, Rob. I didn't get a chance to check out your video for the email. I know you mentioned last night you wanted to do some sort of video. Hey, Abby, how's it going? I know on Shishimi stream they mentioned that Corey maybe not count to 10, and I'll see how long it's going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oop, don't want that. Alright, cool. I know Jim says that works pretty well, but ask me, it's a pain in the butt. But I know on Jim's stream he mentioned that Corey was not going to stream tonight, but I actually just saw that he's going to stream about a half hour. It might drop out because of my hotel Wi-Fi, so if I leave, I'm sorry. No big deal, Abby. Appreciate you stopping by. I didn't see you in Bob's stream last night. Yeah, I did see Justin was on, but I figured I'd jump on just to see if I've got some of the bugs worked out. Excuse me. And then I figure when Corey jumps on, I'll jump off quick. So being there's really only 3 people in here, Rob, what were you referring to last night about the email? Hey Brian, thanks for stopping by. Not that I'm trying to steal any viewers from Justin or Loop's channel. There is definitely a delay between what I see and what you guys are seeing. That ain't good, Abby. I know they're predicting a nasty storm here for Tuesday morning into Wednesday, anywhere between 14 and 18 inches. So we'll have to see what happens. So what kind of ideas were you looking at, Rob? Yeah, Brian. Right now it looks like the snow from what I saw on the Weather Channel was out like towards Minnesota. And it's supposed to, hey Dave, thanks for stopping by. The storm is supposed to start sweeping through sometime, at least here in New York, Tuesday morning. I guess the weather advisory is at 7 o'clock. Yeah, that ain't a problem, Rob. Rob Hicks Aquarium said if anybody wants to do a 10 to 20-second vid just saying thanks to Lucas, he'll cut them up, put them together, and make a vid promo for the FundMe account. Yeah, you might have to, Brian. So far we're not getting any snow, David. Right now we're actually just getting a lot of wind and some cold temperatures. I think right now it's actually it's 23 degrees. It was 7 degrees this morning when we started out, which I apologize, Rob, is why I didn't get a chance to hook up with you. Me and the missus had to run around this morning and get some odds and ends before this stuff gets here. Yeah, I did see Kyle's video on that. I definitely think it's a good idea. I mean, we did the GoFundMe for Bob for the dog, and you know, if this keeps Lucas's streams up and helps him out, that's definitely a plus in my eyes. Yeah, Brian, you're definitely cold out there by Saranac. I think, what am I from you? About 2 hours, hour and a half, somewhere in there. It's actually 19 here. I was looking at Hampton Falls, New Hampshire. I wish I knew how Bob got rid of all of this. I mean, I was able to mess around and get the background there and some vids, but I can't get rid of, like, trying to mask this out like Bob does. But mess with it another day. Burr. I'm actually over in the Half Moon area. Actually, you probably know more like Latham. I'm just outside of Latham. Abby says, I'm a bit sad. I had to leave my fish with my mom, and I really the only one that knows how to take care of them, and I can't really tell my mom how to care for them because her phone is messed up. I know Abby's out in Canada. I'll have to ask Bob how he does that with that green screen, because I know he uses OBS. Yeah, not too far. You know, Abby, I know, being young and all, really, if you had automatic feeder, which mine's buried, I can't show you now, could have saved a lot. Or actually, like the tip that was out on Big J Aquatic actually brought it up, and I've seen it several times before. You could have put together one of those little pill boxes with the food in it, and portioned out the food for the betta and your other fish, and then you wouldn't have to worry about it. Oh, he does have a real screen. Interesting. I don't know if I want to get that too far into it or not. Hey, Danks, thanks for dropping by. Figured I would jump on for a little bit. For those of you who just come in and hadn't seen, Corey will be going live at 8 p.m. 5 o'clock his time, 8 o'clock here in the Northeast. His topic for tonight is going to be freshwater cleanup crew. I smuggled it back from California. Should be interesting. Thanks, Dank. Dank. I must have missed when his dog hit it. Thanks, Rob. At least it took me a little while to mess around with Plixer to kind of create that background logo, and messing around with OBS to get it kind of updated so I could do a little bit more than just a picture. Hey, Nisi, how's it going? Actually, Dank, right now I have guppies and platies that are in the tank that you see in the video. That was a few months ago, actually, but as of now I think I have 3 to 4 generations of guppies, kind of a mixed bag. I haven't really gone in and culled the strains or anything, because we're actually getting some nice looking guppies on there. The missus actually had picked out some cobras and some tuxedos and some other stuff, and somebody locally gave us a bunch of theirs because they had no room in their tank. So we've kind of have a hodgepodge of guppies. And the platies, red tail or wags, and twin bars are in there. So I have probably over the span, probably about 4 generations that I've bred out so far. Kind of hoping my bushy nose or bristle nose would breed. That would definitely be cool. Once we find a place, we're going to hopefully set up a few more tanks. I have my 40 that I am setting up for the misses up there. I think we kind of figured out what we're going to put in there now. I think we're going to go with some pistos and maybe some sort of rainbows. So I think that'll look cool. Hey Chris, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I guess that would work. Thanks for the info. No, I'm trying to stay local. She wants to stay close to her grandkids, so, and I only work like 9 minutes from home, so I'm not ready to jump anywhere. Kind of was hoping to head down south, but I think at this point in the game we'll probably retire in the south, but we're not moving down there anytime soon. Yeah, Chris, we're kind of contemplating if we wanted to do a valley, because I have Carib Sea golden sand, so we're thinking about doing like maybe a partial hardscape or something, with maybe some opani wood or something like that, to create that depth. So no, I don't think. I hate friggin' New York. Hey, Angelo, thanks for stopping by, brother. But I will show you this. We definitely got having a local fish stores. Wound up Friday night. One of our local fish stores actually had what they called Friday Night Frenzy. And they closed the store at 7, repriced everything, then reopened at 8 p.m. and stayed open till midnight, and they were doing 40 to 90% off all aquatic stuff, whether it be decorations, filters, lights, fish, both fresh and saltwater. They had a clearance table. It actually was pretty cool. Racing, do you know what I could stock my 10-gallon with? I would love to have tiger endlers, but they're a bit rare. I mean, definitely, yeah. I mean, you could get away with tiger endlers. Another nice fish that you could actually get away would be emperor tetras. They stay very small. They have a nice orange and black coloration to them, and you could definitely fit a few in there, so it would work out. Well, let's see. I'm going to check out some fish stores out in Rochester. Buffalo's a little too far for me. Yeah, true. Or Albany, can't remember where you're at. I'm actually very close to Albany. And now that you bring it up, I was talking with my missus' friend that she works with that happened to be at this fish frenzy, and he mentioned it's a small store, and I checked the website out. It's Davy Jones Locker. But from the website, it looked like they had some nice stuff, and they're out in Albany. And then someone else mentioned to me today Union Aquarium, which is out towards Albany as well. So that's 2 that you could look for. Brian says at Rob Hicks Aquariums, let me know. I have a few that are kicking around. One had a AMD 6-core processor and a 16 gigabytes of RAM. Rob mentioned about the GoFundMe, which if you scroll back, he put the link to Kyle's Wild about that link to the GoFundMe to help Lucas get a better computer so that he can live stream more and a lot better, because he's having a hard time with the setup that he has. and you know, he definitely does give back to us all. I mean, it was funny that you know, I saw Kyle's video come out with regards to doing that GoFundMe, because I happened to be pulling some moss out of, or algae out of my moss, and I got some out and I kind of stuck it back down on the piece of driftwood, and within a few minutes I noticed my Amano was crawling all over, and then I see a tiny little painted fire red shrimp going back down into the moss. So they must have had babies deep in that menagerie somewhere. So I have a few more babies that I got from Lucas over a year ago now. So that's a champion strain that I got from him in there. But the funny thing is, they've changed their color to match the tank. So they went from being this bright red to almost matching the color of the driftwood that you see. And there's nothing wrong. It's just a defense mechanism. Let's see. Angelo asked, how's it going, Rob? And Chris Gustin, thank you for coming. Also mentioned he'll do what he can to help. And Rob Hicks Aquariums said to just send him an email in all the new videos now. Dank says, I usually go to Fish Fanatics in Syracuse, still a 45-minute drive one way. Pretty nice little shop. Debbie asked Angelo, or says, hi, how are you doing? That's cool, Rob. You know, you're spamming for all the right reasons. Hey, Chad, thanks for stopping by. Chad Hardesty says, hello, everyone. Angelo says, hey, Abby, I'm good. How are you today? And all the highs and highs and highs. But yeah, I had been out to Syracuse a few times, but that was kind of by the time I got out of the hobby. We were up there towards Armory Square and out towards Salina. So we were around. I heard the movie's pretty good, Abby, but I won't tell you how it ends. But they said it's definitely action-packed and it's worth seeing, so hope you enjoy it. But at any rate, so with the local fish store, and I have two that are actually quite awesome next to me, with their percentage off, I snagged a sponge filter to put on the intake tube of my HOB because it keeps sucking up my plants to it and wrapping around it. So it was normally $3.79. I think I paid about $1.50, give or take. I got a much bigger, softer whisper net that was 77 cents or 29 cents. Can't beat that either. But as for some of you folks that have followed me, you know that I get into books. I showed you the score that I got at PetSmart. It doesn't stop. I went to the discount table here at the Fish Frenzy at the local store here, and I picked up for freshwater aquariums the Balanced Aquarium, and it's the myth of natural balance using plants the right way, balancing livestock. So it should be pretty interesting to get into. And then I know probably most of you folks know the name Takashi Amano, who is very well known for his aqua designs. So not only did I get that, I scored his Aquarium Plant Paradise book. And both books were $1 a piece. So it was a good score. I mean, I could have went back there and got fish, but until I get these tanks up and running, I don't want to throw too many more fish in the tank. Abby said, Angelo, it's a really good movie, and it's a great movie. I think you should go see it when you can, and I left out the part about the ending. Yeah, we're all gonna get kind of dumped on here the way it sounds. There's a lot of moisture in the area. That's what's going to cause this massive nastiness to roll in. They're actually calling it a nor'easter, and they've already named it Stella, which I find ironic because I actually had a picture of Marlon Brando with the memes saying something about Stella, and then it was Stella, as if he was yelling out Stella. So that's coming. Yeah, I always seem to stumble on these books at the right time, at the right place. I got the Freshwater Aquarium for Dummies. I got the Aquarium book, which goes into a lot of fundamentals from substrate to whatever. I picked up a tropical fish book that gives you, excuse me, a lot of the fish, the pHs, and all that stuff about them. So that's pretty cool. And I paid $18 for four books actually, because I also scored the mini encyclopedia by Peter Hiscock, which is actually a pretty good book. They go into a lot of detail about deficiencies and planning and all that stuff. So they're definitely out there, and like I mentioned to you, younger folks that are in the hobby or just coming into the hobby, the key to an enjoyable lifetime of fish keeping is number one, patience, number two, knowledge. And you can research it in our Fishfam. There's always somebody out here that can help you out with whatever it may be. You can certainly Google, but there you're kind of at the mercy of who's posting what. So patience and knowledge is the key to successful fish keeping and invertebrates as well. Jay's Crazy Obsession, welcome to the stream. Jay says, hey guys. Rob Hicks says, I'm so done with snow this year. Abby said, almost crashed twice. Well, whoever's driving needs to slow down. And Chad said, we haven't gotten that much year in Illinois, which actually out here in New York, we've got a couple little clippers that have come through, but we haven't had nearly the amount of snow that we had the year before or the year before that. So go buy the book, Rob. I'm not giving you mine. I need a campfire and good friends, Rob said. And Chad said, and a good stiff drink. Yeah, a little hot toddy to keep you warm on these cold nights. Well, folks, I certainly do appreciate you all stopping by. But Corey has gone live, so if you guys want to jump over there, I will catch you guys over there. At least you got your priorities in check, Rob. Yeah. Certainly sub each other, help each other out. That's definitely a plus. I know from this window I can't. There, now I can subscribe to those of you guys who stop by that I haven't subscribed to, but I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to everybody here.
Luckily they did have this though, and I stumbled upon a rad store, which was, well, I didn't stumble upon, I knew I was going to go there, and they brought me there, but it was
yeah, I'm pretty much subscribed to you guys all.
San Francisco, and that store I absolutely
yeah, Rob, I'll definitely work on getting that vid over to you.
The reason being is this guy does fish keeping his own way, and I love to see people
and Jay's Crazy.
do it as opposed to following what everyone else does.
I actually subscribed to you already too, so pretty much have everybody to the channel, but you see who's on.
Swasser tang and stuff like that going on. And he also had scuds. And so I bought scuds at $1 a piece. So I bought like 10 scuds and smuggled them back in this. And now I'm going to breed them. And I was...
So everybody, definitely thank you for stopping by the stream. And we should all jump over there and check out Corey's channel. And for those that want to check out Rob Hicks' channel there to get the emails for the Lucas Brett's GoFundMe, check it out. Go over there. If you guys haven't subscribed to each other, please do so. Let's keep this fun. Let's grow this fishy family. And as always, folks, remember, God bless. Keep the sleeves wet. Catch you over at Corey's.